Oh, Mode responded, you're on. If you want to save his life, subscribe. I'll subscribe.
Guys, I mean, come on. It's not even me asking anymore. It's Taeha and others. Come on. Well, all right, we'll ignore Glars's, but one click of the button. Come on. Help the cause. Subscribe, please. Please help.
I don't know if people necessarily want you to win this bet.
10K subs or a tattoo. Okay, well, I've got to be getting close to 10K by... Okay, no, this is fine. Does tattoo removal hurt? Idea number 1, pretend to work at Mode. That could work. Okay, that's not gonna work. Next idea, sneak into Mode and steal a sonnet. Okay guys, I'm in the basement of Mode. I'm gonna try to sneak upstairs, see if I can get my hands on a sonnet, grab it and get out of there. I'm gonna have to cut the camera and the light obviously, but here we go. It worked. Oh baby. Let's open it up and see what this thing looks like. Wait a second. 65? What the hell? No. Come on. All right, now obviously I did not break into Mode and steal a sonnet. I don't have a sonnet to build here today. But I was at the Mode offices recently for a keyboard meetup, so big shout out to Mode for hosting and shout out to the New England keyboard community for putting on a great event. It was a ton of fun, a lot of cool keyboards there. Now obviously I am in no way affiliated to Mode. They are not affiliated or involved in this video at all, but they did accept the bet, and if you're not up to speed, I made a bet with Mode where I had to get 10,000 subscribers by August, and if I did, I got an early look access at the sonnet to make a review video for this channel. Or if I didn't reach that milestone, then
he has to tattoo a Mode sonnet silhouette on his body.
And seeing as I'm nowhere near 10,000 subscribers, after meeting with the Mode guys at the keyboard meetup, they were kind enough to offer me a bit of an extension. Now the thinking is because Mode sonnets will start to ship in October, they were kind enough and willing to extend this bet to the end of September to give me basically the longest time possible to try to hit this goal. So if you haven't already, please subscribe down below and also check the link in the description for my original video about this bet where I'm doing a ton of giveaways. So be sure to check that out and enter the giveaway on that other video. Now to keep the Mode theme going, I do have a beautiful 65 here today to build. Now while I was at the keyboard meetup at the Mode offices, they were selling some B stock 65s that they still had. Now I didn't get a 65 when they first came around for whatever reason. I kind of always had my eye on them, and so when they were selling some of these B stocks there, I was interested. Then as I started looking around, they had this beautiful maroon 65 with the black mirror back. Now I've been looking for a maroon keyboard for a while, and in my opinion this maroon is just absolutely perfect, and with this black mirror back, this is going to be one nice looking keyboard. I can't wait to build this thing up. I want to take a quick second to shout out and thank today's channel sponsor, thoughtkeys.com, link in the description down below, or use code LRK for 5% off. They hooked me up with some of the keyboard supplies for today's build. So if you have any keyboard needs, definitely check them out in the description below. But now let's get to the 65. Let's unbox this thing and let's build it up and see how it sounds. Okay, we'll do a quick component run through before building this keyboard. So first we have the actual keyboard. This is the maroon top and bottom with the black mirror back piece. Next, we have the case screws and other hardware components. These gaskets are for the isolated top mount and the stack mount options. A USB-C daughter board and some case feet, pretty standard stuff here. You get some really nice Mode branded tools, a screwdriver, as well as a switch and keycap puller. I have here the hot swap PCB. They also offer solder PCB as well. And I chose to go with a carbon fiber plate for this build. Finally, you get some plate foam as well as the silicone bottom piece for that stack mount option. Now let's build this board up. First, we'll attach some Durock V2 stabilizers, which have been lubed with Krytox 205 grade 0. Next, we'll lay down the plate foam as well as the carbon fiber plate. We'll then attach the plate to the PCB via the standoffs, which there are 3 on this keyboard. Next, we'll drop in our switches. Today, I'm going to be building this board with some lubed and filmed Alpaca linear switches. Next, we'll attach the daughter board to the case, and then we'll take this case apart. To do this, you need to pop off the back magnetic piece, which then reveals the 4 case screws. Removing these will allow you to detach the top and bottom case pieces. Next, you'll want to put on the plate gaskets if you're building, again, either the isolated top mount or the stack mount style. Leave these off if you're building the traditional top mount. Regardless of which mounting style you go with, you then lay the PCB down into the top of the case and screw on the 6 screws to secure the plate and the PCB to the top case. Next, plug in the USB-C daughter board into the PCB and drop the bottom case into place. And one thing to note, you do need to slot the bottom of this in first, so just a heads up there. Then screw the 4 case screws back into place, reattach that back magnetic piece, and finally add your keycaps. Overall, I really enjoyed building the Modesixtyfive. It was pretty easy, a pretty straightforward build. I love the way the back magnet kind of hides all of the screws so that the board just looks really clean when you're done building it. The maroon with that black mirror accent piece in the back, the gray keycaps in the Moto 2 set, I think the whole board looks really awesome together. That black mirror back piece is an absolute finger magnet, but the board looks great top down when you're using it on the desk. Now let's hear how this board sounds. I'll drop 3 sound tests here with the Alpacas for the 3 mounting styles you can utilize with the Modesixtyfive. We have the top mount, the isolated top mount, and the stack mount. I don't think I've really used any one of the 3 mounting styles yet enough to really determine which I like better. Lately, I have been using just the straight up top mount, and I've really been enjoying the sound of the board. I feel like with the carbon fiber plate and the top mount, you're really getting the true sound of the board, and it has a lot of character to it. I didn't really love the way the Alpacas sounded in this board. I do love the way Alpacas feel. I am a fan of light linear switches, but overall it just sounded a little weak or thin in this keyboard. So I'm gonna try building it up with some NK creams and also some Oil Kings just to get a different feel and sound on the board and see if either sound better than the Alpacas. All right, I did like the creams and the Oil Kings better than the Alpacas, although I did think the spacebar in the Alpacas sounded better than the other two. One thing to note, these creams are hand lubed and filmed, while the Oil Kings are just factory lubed. So I really love the way the Oil Kings sound with this carbon fiber plate. It's a super clacky board, which is obviously what I'm going for by choosing the carbon fiber plate here. So I really like the sound, but obviously that's gonna come down to personal preference there. I also think if I'm not as lazy as I am and I take the time to actually hand lube the Oil Kings, that setup's gonna just sound that much nicer. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan of the top mount, the isolated top mount, the stack mount? Are you a fan of the Alpacas or the creams or the Oil Kings? Drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And hey, while you're down there, you heard Taeha, please subscribe to save my life. And until next time, happy typing.